All right, hey guys. I want to go ahead and get this off season done, and I want to do it quickly. Not really in the live streaming type of thing I want to do this time. Maybe next season I kind of want to just. I spent a lot more time on this than I thought I wanted to, but I'm gonna try and keep things short, sweet. The longest bits are gonna be what you're about to see next, and what probably is towards the end. But here you guys go for this. Here's the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The four finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your four finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their four seasons were. And these guys talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is Byram Brown, senior quarterback out of Auburn. And one final congratulations to this year's Heisman Trophy winner. 2026 will forever be known as his Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.
So Auburn gets themselves another Heisman Trophy winner. We're going to get the Jet Award for Zion Kearney. This also could have went to Freddie Coleman. I think it was that close between those two. They both had one of the only kick return touchdowns out there. The national championship is going to be played between Ohio State and Miami. And both of those teams have had a neat little run to get where they're trying to get to. Miami's looking to try and get, not only where they're trying to get back, they're trying to rewrite some history. But they weren't so lucky as the Big Ten, for the fourth consecutive year in a row, has won a national championship. This time it comes through way of 15-1, number 2 ranked Ohio State. Now I do want to talk about our roster, and I'm going to make this quick as I've said. A lot of these guys aren't going to come back. A lot of these guys don't want to be there, and the story that I'm going to go with is because we replaced Luke Fickell, they want to go somewhere else. I'm seeing just about how much is it going to cost just to keep our quarterback, because in real life he did sign a 2-year deal, so I'm assuming he would at least honor that, and it's going to cost a whole lot to keep him, or at least make sure that he doesn't even have a risk of wanting to leave. I went through all that, took a good long look at a lot of these names. And these are a lot of guys that aren't going to be coming back. I kind of cheaped out. Putting a lot of stock into the portal, almost Indiana style, and into the future high school recruits that are going to come here. Now, I did see Jerome Miles. 5-star transfer freshman receiver. Why not go ahead and look? Because, that looks really nice. But I want to see what it was going to take to get him, very interested in us. And 420 points is a whole lot. And I'm sure he's going to want more and more and more, and I think we can find something else. Now, we do have quite a few recruits, and we're going to start looking around. In the portal, we find James Peoples. He's coming away from Penn State. Hopefully we can make him the number one back. Dupree left. Jackson graduated. Sama graduated. I mean, we're going to be looking to try and just get something back. Beneath him, there's Walter Cannon. We're also looking at Townsend. I mean, I'm considering Miles. You can see if you look at the bottom, I got the 420 down there on him. And 50 hours. I at least wanted to see what was going to happen after 1 week just to get a view. Maybe he gets all kinds of looks at us and we can go get the number one receiver in the portal. Or he doesn't move at all and decides that we're not worth the time and energy. Walter Cannon, however, looks really good. 2-star tight end Jelani Thurman. Now, I saw something and I tried not to look at other people's stuff on TikTok, mainly because I just want to experience and I want to learn and I want to see how things go. But one thing they did say was a lot of these 2-star transfers come in around 80 overall. And at some of the positions, we could use some higher overalls. Now, I'm doing the voice on this. Did some research. Did some talking. Some of the more Wisconsin-y fans. The more Wisconsin Badger type of fans. Plus the research. The team is a 3-4 and 4-2-5. That's like their scheme. Now, I'm looking at playbooks. Right now, I'm settled on the 3-4 shell. It gives me close enough to the 3-4 with a lot of nickel. That's 4-2-5. And then I've stumbled upon, because I'm looking around, the 4-2-5 just regular playbook. The way I'm looking at that playbook, I think I'm going to remove some stuff, but I like the way that looks, and I think that that's going to be as close as I'm going to get to what goes on in real life. And I'm just going through here. I'm trying to set up visits. Like I said, I kind of want to get through this. I enjoyed the gameplay aspect a little bit more. I think this season I'm going to slow things. I don't know about slowing things down. I'm definitely going to try and be more invested and try to really build a story this time. I feel like I didn't spend enough time really getting the story together, and it's either that or I didn't let it write itself. But I mean, we got quite a few players that are going to be coming here. Hopefully a lot that will develop. I mean, I'm even looking at DJ Waller Jr., another 2-star, quote-unquote 2-star transfer. 84 press, 89 speed, 70s on the man in the zone. Silver Jammer, I feel, is what's really going to help him and what could really help our defense. Just having someone that I know can go over there and at least somewhat slow down number one, and if need be, can allow a safety to come over. I mean, I got 5 running backs over here on the through the transfer portal, at least on our board. 2 of which are contact-seeking power backs. One is a backfield threat. One's east-west playmaker. We finally get a hard commit from Trevor Wood, and if you saw one of the early episodes, was really high on him. But there are some things that I don't like that I think we can work on. Same thing here with Ben Hacker, 318-pound, 6'5" D tackle. Deontay Arma, Walter Cannon. I mean, the hard commits are rolling in, and this is what we love to see. We got Brock Townsend. He's here. He's going to get some play time. Keenan Wilson. I mean, everybody that you see that I'm bringing into the portal, even Yasin Willis, I'm looking to find a role and get them some play time. When I told you I spent way too much time on this, I was really here sitting and debating if I could find a role for said person. And if I didn't feel like I could find a role for them, I took them off. Like that 5-star receiver, that was less of a role. That was more of he did not even budge. We were sitting there in the top 10. And our bar did not move, but Texas moved and Texas Tech moved. Everybody moved but us. We're also going to get some of Jelani Thurman. Helps out our tight end room. I'm going to get this name right soon. Just give me a second. I'm not going to try to pronounce it now. Just know I'm going to get him in a second. Carter Shaw from California. So we did bring in a good number of seniors onto this team. More leadership. And I really do want to see if we can go ahead and compete this year. I don't want to. I don't want to look at this as a we'll be set back afterwards. I think we're going to develop just fine. I think we're going to be in all right to good shape. But I do want to fix some of the problems that I had, not that the team had, that I had going from last season. I really think that if I put forth a little more research and just a little more time playing, I'll get this team where they're arguably already headed. This team was, in real life, I think they're in way better shape than a lot of people give them credit for. Their over-under is 6.5 wins, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go anywhere from 6 to 9 wins. I think they'll figure it out. Almost everybody on this board we have gotten to come to Wisconsin. Linebackers are going to be a little bit harder to get everybody there on the field. Defensive line will be heavy rotation. I think in order to help the linebackers, I'm going to put heavy rotation there as well. Jordan Lovett did not come here. He decided to go to Central Michigan, so on with it. And same thing with that tight end down there, but I mean, we got a guy that we were looking at. We also kept Grant Steck, so I mean, can't complain too much. We can continue to move forward. But one thing I think this needs is I gotta do some stuff with a little more confidence when it comes to playing. I think I played way too passive, and I tried to get out of situations in the wrong way. I still want to try and run the ball. I would love to have that potential to have a Melvin Gordon or a Jonathan Taylor back there that can just go all out. Can't do that if I don't have a super good offensive line. But this team does spend a lot of time in the gun. A lot of time in the pistol. I want to play to this team's strengths. They can run, but it seems like they're going to spend a lot of time passing. I kind of just pick a team and we're going to roll with it. Now, a lot of these defensive ends, these edge rushers, have D tackle size. So a lot of them are going to get moved to defensive tackle. The linebackers, because of the way that they built this, the way the game is, for me, it was easier to move them to edge. So that's what I did. I moved just about all the outside linebackers, except for a couple, to edge. I moved some middle linebackers around because I did recruit a lot of those to the outside linebacker positions. And we're going to see how things go. I think we're going to be just fine. Year 2 is going to be an amazing season. I cannot wait to get this started. I know I'm just talking, but I feel that things are going to be a lot better. And it'll be year 2 that I'll have more time, and I will be streaming the off season and seeing how things go and taking the advice. Because some of this, when I think about it, I'm trying, and I'm sure I've made some mistakes, but we're going to just continue to move forward. Can't figure it out if I don't, I can't figure out what I'm doing if I don't live with what I've done. So here we are to the edge rushers, and Posa, Heiberger, they've been rushers. They're rushing the passer all the time. Clayton. And then I did it also based on a little bit of size. Like once Cooper there gets about like in the 70s and the 80s, he might go to D tackle. We have a lot of defensive tackles. I think we're fine on the interior. I won't have to recruit that for at least a season or two. At least not next year. I won't have to spend too much time recruiting it during the season. We only have 2 seniors. Now Capers, only name that you're going to see there because the other guy's a freshman. Catalano moved up to impact, so that's something he's deserved. Bryce West is on star. I think he was on star earlier. But our cornerback room looks a lot stronger than what it was last year. And I think these guys are going to continue to grow. We only have 1 senior. We will, if everything stays the same, we're going to have 3 seniors next year, so that's going to be fun to recruit for. Safety wise, there's going to be a rotation there. I got to figure out through the spring training who I want. And same thing with strong safety. I can see us kind of moving around and figuring out who we want to go with. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a freshman kicker. That's going to be fun. But long story short, I'll see y'all in the next one. I can't wait for season 2 to start. Let's go ahead and get into it. Off seasons aren't really my thing, so I'll see y'all soon.